Good morning guys, hello and welcome to another vlog episode of the India Darshan travel series. So I'm on the move again. Spent quite some time in the western part of India during the hot sunny days. Now it's the monsoon season and I decided to explore a little bit of the eastern part of India. So as you can see, I'm already on the road. That's my cab behind me. We are headed to the airport. Because it's the monsoon, I'm not planning to do a long distance road trip with a two-wheeler this time for safety reasons. But anyways, we have a lot of exciting things I want to do up ahead. So we're on the way to the airport, and then from there I'll tell you more about the destination. So let's get started. Finally made it to the IGI Terminal 3. The baggage carousel is in, so I'm gonna drop my bags there, pass through security and wait for the flight. It's a short 2-hour journey eastbound, so we have some time to go. And Delhi is very crowded, so we took a detour to come through the villages and stuff. So I got here just in time. Probably gonna hang out in the lounge for a little bit. Let's drop the bags and find the lounge. Finally cleared security. It's so hot and humid inside the airport that just while passing the security I started sweating. But the floor upstairs is all full of lounges. I think I should have access to that one because I'm not flying Air India. There's a dedicated Air India lounge as well. Let's go upstairs and try and see if I can find a place inside, because these days even the lounges are getting very crowded here at the Delhi airport. A lot of people have these credit cards with lounge access and stuff. So let's see if we can find a place. We have about an hour, so that should be good enough to grab some free lunch. Yeah, this is the same lounge I was in last time, and it's booked to capacity. There's a 30-minute wait time. Lots of people queued up behind me as well. Let's go stand in the queue, wait for our turn. We had 1 hour, we was half in the waiting line. Finally, after a little over a 2-hour flight, we've made it to the next and the new state for me. I'm in West Bengal. This is the capital, Kolkata, and as you can see, it's all raining outside, so it's my perfect start to the monsoon trip. And this is the Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose International Airport, so I'm just gonna go grab my backpack and then we're gonna head to the accommodation, which for a change this time I took a homestay. Seems like a little bit tricky to get there, but the hosts were very kind. They gave me detailed instructions, so let's see if I can explain that to the cab driver and get to the accommodation. But yeah, really excited to see what this part of India has to offer, and it's my first time here, so also curious about the food and the cuisine and everything else here. Seems pretty unique in this part of India, so let's see what we find. So as you can see, we already have a change of language. That's Bangla up top. Can't really read anything. There's Hindi, there's English for convenience. But yeah, so got to get used to a new language as well. seems pretty large. I'm just walking on the domestic side, so behind me is the immigration counter and the international side, so it's an international airport. And they have a lot of exhibits like this, so some metal craft, some made from wood dust, goddess statues, some animals and stuff. This one's a stone sculpture. So, oh, fasting Buddha, nice, pretty cool. First time here. Oh, I think that's the arrival hall down there. So they say baggage belt number 4. So that's where we get bags over there. And then from there we exit. And I wondered if I want to take an Uber to get to the accommodation or use the iconic yellow cabs. And I'm told if you take a yellow cab randomly, typically the prices are much higher. But if you take like a prepaid cab, so it's like a cab price because you already have an invoice. And they also seem to have an app now for booking these yellow cabs. So you see the invoice in advance, and once you're done with the ride, you then pay them. So let's see how things work out here. Everything is pretty new for me, which is interesting because you're still in the same country, but if you cover a certain amount of distance, everything changes. And another reason why I didn't do the road trip to get here is because it was quite far. So even the train takes about 18 odd hours to get here, which is why I paid a little bit extra and took a flight. In 2 odd hours I'm already here, plus it's the monsoon. So let's see how the weather is outside. It says 29 degrees, 84% humidity, so we're gonna melt out here for sure. So it's almost night, it's 7 p.m. Took almost 1.5 hours to get here for like 15 kilometers, crazy traffic. But the host said there is this Kesh Twacha family salon and there's a ATM there. And they said there's gonna be this apartment building, the Bhaibab Apartments Tower 5B. We go in through this narrow lane and that should be the homestay. So let's go check out our room. Alright, so finally made it to my homestay's room. I'm on the top floor. There's also a terrace outside, but everything's pretty dark, so I'm going to check it out in another vlog. And it's a nice and cozy room. So it's a double room, so entire room is for myself. There's a bed, there's a fan, there's another fan. So I don't think there's an aircon here. It's like a rustic look, so you also see there's like yellow lighting and stuff. So, but I have to make do with it. Some decor inside, and then there's like a floor outside with all the useful stuff. So there's the bathroom area over here. So this is a bathroom inside. Yeah, nice and cool little bathroom with a geyser, which of course you don't need because it's extremely hot these days. And there's a RO water purification, washing sink area, so pretty useful. So the hosts are making some coffee at the moment, but just gonna rest inside. So yeah, that was it for this vlog. So I rested at my own homestay for a little bit, got some job done, and then started another sort of journey east of the country. So yeah, and then there's that yellow taxi. So I decided to take an Uber because the yellow taxi didn't have the exact address of this on the app. So there's this Yatri Sathi app that you can use to book your yellow cabs. But the Uber had it, so I decided to go for that anyway. And then it dropped me right in front of the building, and then you just come inside a little bit and you're in the house. So yeah, I booked this for like 2 nights as a sporadic booking. So we're gonna use that to explore the downtown of Kolkata, and then we'll keep everything flexible from then onwards. Just needed a place to stay for the beginning. Anyways, gonna end this vlog here. Gonna go walk around in the neighborhood since it's evening. Everything is dark outside anyway. And I'll see you again in another episode of the India Darshan travel series. This is the Rustic Homestay signing off.